we have wanted to have our airport upgraded. So when you compare what you saw in Moscow and what you have always seen at JKIA, you think we need an upgrade?
Hey, let me just tell you something. Today we landed, yeah? And the first thing that happened, the lights went out.
JKIA.
It's not even funny. Yeah. From our point of view, it's not even funny. Because we are at our immigration society, Kenya.
Yes.
And they are looking at your passports and then KPLC play their monopoly game. How do you even explain that?
Hey there and welcome to Alpha House. This is a very interesting episode. We have caught up with the two lovebirds that were stuck in Russia, not because of the Russian man, not because they had gone to be recruited, but because they traveled for Valentine and got stuck with our, the airport was on strike, the workers and all that, and so they got stuck. I'm speaking about none other than Tonioh and the lovely Hope. Karibuni sana.
Hi guys.
Hi.
Welcome back to Kenya.
Thank you.
Oh, you guys didn't change your language?
Bado.
Like just say hi, to our people in Russian.
Okay, in 3, 2, 1.
Привет.
Привет. And that's how I'm supposed to respond?
That's so. Like basically niaje.
Oh, niaje.
Something like that.
Привет. Oh, nice. I hope they taught you other things like I love you. Because, no. We saw Nairobi gossip was full of your photos that you're stuck. The lovebirds.
I feel like love is a language that can be communicated without words.
Oh.
Depends on your love language.
Okay. I love them already.
Yes.
Hey, but you guys, you went to Russia.
Yes, we did.
All the way from Kenya to Russia.
Yeah.
For Valentine getaway.
Yeah, that was the plan.
Wow. Wow, when I grow up, I want to be loved like that. But let's start here. How would you describe your experience? Because you see, there have been a lot of stories that we've seen. There's even fear. But much when you Google, Russia has, nice things. There's ice, there's vodka, there's good people. How was your experience? Let's start with you.
Okay. Me, in a scale of 1 to 10, I'll give it an 8.
8 out of 10?
Yes, I will.
Why?
I don't want to talk about everything, but let me say about maybe 2 or 3 things. First one was the transport system. They have a very, very reliable transport system all over the... Okay, personally, we went to Moscow. So the transport system, it covers all of Moscow. There's no place that you can be stuck and not be able to go home. It's cheap, very cheap.
So...
Okay, when I'm talking about cheap, let me just talk about the transport. She'll talk about maybe other things.
Yes.
But for the transport, the metro, it was 75 rubles. Rubles, yeah. That's like 100 Kenyan shillings. You know what that gets you? When you pay that amount of money and you get in, you go to whichever station that you want.
Whichever.
Just that 100 Kenyan shilling.
Even if you're connecting from one metro train to another, you don't pay twice, thrice, no?
Yeah.
Let's bring it home. If you're in Kenya, what would that be? This is just to make people understand what you mean.
Shillings. So
no, yeah, of course we got the 100, but moving it, that means?
So, archives. Let's say
very relatable.
Yeah, I know. So, let's say there's a station there. You enter, you pay your 100 Kenyan shilling. You can go from there, go to, give me a station, Gong Road. Maybe you take a package, but not getting out of the metro when you're still down there. You take whatever you want, you get back, You come back to Westlands, come back to Nairobi, go to Parklands, to
Pick a road.
wherever.
So you can move with
if
100
it's connected, yes. Just 100 shillings. You can stay the whole day.
Interesting.
Just that one payment. That was... And it's connected to all over the city.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hope from your experience, but just roping to what he said, when you see that and you come back to the reality of our Nairobi, then do you think Nairobi, I mean, we have a dream, the president of Kenya wants to take people to Singapore. Do you think that's possible here in Kenya from the look of things?
With the current situation and the current method of governance, I don't think so. It will take some time.
Give and take how many years?
This because we met a man at the airport while going, and he told us that we are not deprived of ideas as Africans. No, that time to put that idea into action, and whoever we give the mandate to put that idea to action is the problem.
So the leadership.
Because the metro was built like in 1951 to 1952.
Just 1 year.
Right now, this affordable housing takes like 3 years, 4 years. How? What do they have that we don't have? Is it that we can't really outsource what we don't have? Or are we using the money that is there to just do things that are not important?
Okay. Interesting.
Itakuwa ngumu. Like it may happen, but he will have to delegate it to another president. Like he will not finish it.
Okay. That's interesting to hear. What was your experience at the airport? Like, not even at the Kenyan airport, of course, ours we understand, but when you landed, I want to imagine it's Moscow International Airport. When you get to my immigration, what's the experience like? Even just the airport.
So the airport is stunning. Like it's beautiful. This is just the inside. Hatujafika nje bado. Other than language barrier, everything was swift. The immigration officers were strict, as they should be, because now we are just random people who want to access their country. They are, so they just asked us common questions like, what are you coming to do? How are you planning to spend on what you're coming to do here? Do you have money and something of that sort? What do you do back in your country? And yeah, like they were thoroughly strict, and we were a bunch of us, not substantially Kenyans, but other people. They took their time. Like I couldn't, there is no room for mistakes. No room for mistakes.
No room for mistakes.
Yeah. So, but eventually, we managed to get in.
Okay. From the way you experienced the airports, we've had, and we have wanted to have our airport upgraded. So when you compare what you saw in Moscow and what you have always seen at JKIA, do you think we need an upgrade?
Hey, let me just tell you something. Today we landed, yeah? And the first thing that happened, the lights went out.
JKIA.
It's not even funny. Yeah. From our point of view, it's not even funny. Because we are at our immigration society, Kenya.
Yes.
And they are looking at your passports, and then KPLC play their monopoly game. How do you even explain that? I feel like right now, a lot of people who would have made the change have their own private jets, have their own means to like fly over a country and just land somewhere, get their things done, and go back the way they came. They're not using these planes that we're using. The things that are imported or exported, they're just goods. But sasa we mwenyewe ukiona, honestly hata sidhani kama ningejibu hii swali hivi kama singeona, because it's substantially different. Like somehow you feel some type of way when someone asks you, hey, so this is your airport. What? But
So you affirm we need a new airport.
yeah.
You were in Russia for about a week. Did you experience power blackout?
Never.
Nope.
Never.
Mm-mm.
At all.
No.
At all. Now, mind you, Russia right now, it's like full of light decorations, yeah? So during the day, they're not as much, but you can spot. But at night,
Everything.
like every pathway is lit, even like their own parks.
Yeah, even the parks, churches,
Yeah.
each and every building in the city.
And we're not talking about street lights. We're talking about, you see, this Christmas kind of decorations,
Decorations,
but they
yeah.
don't call it Christmas. They call it winter decorations. So it's like lit. We were even asking ourselves, like, you guys literally pay a lot of electricity bills. And they're like, yeah, but we manage.
Have it and pay.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. KPLC, there's a challenge for you.
Yes.
Bye.
Yes.
Bye.
Because tell me
Bye,
why.
Sana.
It's negative 18 degrees Celsius. Let's just talk about Moscow, okay? Negative 18 degrees Celsius. That's from day to day, each and every day. When you enter in a building, each and every building has an air conditioner. They have lights. They have everything. You know how much electricity it will take to get all that cold outside and to bring in the warmth. And each and every building has it.
Functioning, not just having.
Not just having it. And that's just during the day. During the night, there are lights all over the town. That's a lot of electricity. And mind you, the time that we have spent there, there haven't been any blackouts or whatever. We need to pull our socks.
We need to pull our socks. Okay, before we pull our socks, there have been stories going across the country that Russia has been recruiting Kenya. Not even Russia, but there are agencies that have been recruiting Kenyans to go fight in Russia. And there's even rumors that by the time you're leaving, they take you to the airport and the immigration just goes and throws you to their military. How was it the same for you? And how then are you still here if you didn't get yourself recruited?
Well, we as Kenyans, okay, people talk. There are rumors, some true, some not true. But as for our experience, it wasn't like that. I can just say that it's a choice. If you decide to go to the war, it's a choice. If you don't want to, no one is forcing you to.
Wait, so they don't get you at the airport and force you to go and
No,
fight?
they don't force you. They can come to you. They tell you this and this and this. So if you decide to say yes, of course, you said yes. But if you say no, they leave you alone. No one is forcing you to do anything.
So this story has been going round
There's a lot of controversies.
is untrue. Let's say of being forced in as a Kenyan.
It's being forced. For our experience, no one is forcing you to do anything.
We weren't forced.
Yes.
Let's just say, for us who were there, and at least we can't say that we were secluded, like we stayed indoors. No, we were up and about. Social integration was there a little bit, even if it's just hi, nod here, there. So there was nothing like that. But based on the stories, all I can say is just be vigilant. Don't, as much as yes, we may be desperate, just be vigilant, be careful.
Be vigilant.
Yeah.
Okay, and now we get you out of the airport into Russia. How do you say people? You know, they say Kenyans are very friendly people generally. How is it now from there? Because immigration, you may not tell they are friendly because they are doing their job.
Yeah.
But once you cross over, now you're seeing people. How would you describe their way of life?
Normal, per se. It's just normal because it's just maybe some people have never seen our skin color. So we might have broken necks here and there because people are like,
So the turning was a lot.
There was a town that we
It was real
wow.
experience, because as much as there are people who mind their own business, for one,
Most of the people.
and even those who like feel like they can, come to you, they come to you in a very nice way. So they might speak Russian to us, but now we're like English, so they just walk off. Or if they really, really want to communicate, we had a friend who was speaking Russian, so they would converse. If it's something that we can get integrated to, okay. If not, they just say their goodbyes and that's done.
Okay.
But if
So they're not
looks have
racist.
had words,
They're there.
not bad words,
Okay.
like just surprised, especially the youngsters.
Okay.
The youngsters were very surprised.
So you didn't feel like you're discriminated at any point?
Personally, I didn't.
Okay.
It's Moscow. Most of the people mind their own businesses.
Plus,
Yeah.
apparently, there are a lot of African
Mm-hmm.
people there due to the universities.
Yes.
Yeah, so I feel like it's something, as much as like one ratio of 1 black to 9 white, at least there's that one, so yeah.
Okay, that's nice to hear. So the whole idea, there's nothing like racism per se in Moscow.
There's nothing like up to your face racism, because that one we haven't faced. Yeah, but if it's in their head, we can't know.
Obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, even Kenyans talk about Mzungu, which we say is also racism in a way. Okay, that's nice to hear. Were you there for a weekend?
Yeah. Valentine.
Oh, Valentine weekend. Yes, it was a weekend. Did you know the way in Kenya, in your house, you will hear churches. Some estates, you will hear churches. Was it the same?
From my room, I had a church.
Oh, you did? Loud?
A Catholic
I
one,
did.
You had a Catholic church?
Yeah.
Normally, Catholic churches are quiet.
It wasn't as loud. It was just this angelic choir voices. Yeah, but I did hear a church.
Okay.
I could have gone out, but now I would have gotten lost.
In the singing. Nice. And the other interesting thing is that you people, on the other hand, were also shooting content.
Yes, we were.
And obviously, you didn't go, the two of you, to shoot. We had a surprise for you.
Yay!
Their videographer was with them. Karibu sana.
Kamnyama
Welcome
elephants.
aboard.
AKA
AKA
Iceman.
Iceman. Bro, you're still surviving.
Yes, I'm good.
You
I'm
know,
warm.
if you're wondering why I'm touching him, this guy decided to go and
Cool.
lay his head under ice. What was the inspiration?
I've always wanted to do that.
Were you not scared of frostbite?
No. I did not think of that. That
This is the thing with Kenyans. You go, we are a tropical nation, so we never experience. So how was it? How would you describe the whole, area in terms of seeing white everywhere?
it looks beautiful. Like, yes, you can. The snow sometimes when there is sunlight, it shines. Some places the snow is very clean, like as white as snow.
Yeah.
So you can
That's the
imagine.
description. You got it.
Yes, so it's very clean and very cold. I love cold weather, and that one was one of my favorites.
Don't worry. He was born in Ukambani, so there's only one way. So now that you've mentioned it was very clean, I want to hear from all of you. Maybe we can start with Hope. Nairobi, we experienced rain this week, actually. Yes, I think the day before yesterday. And let's say our drainage, as always, did the thing it does. So did you experience drainage problems in Moscow? How is the planning like, the city? Maybe you could give Sakaja some notes.
Maybe the next one. Who is the next one? All I'm saying is, all I'm saying is, at this point, our politicians have disappointed us. because we had a question. All of us had this one question. Now, when the snow melts, what happens? And the answer we were given was like, it will be dealt with. Everything will run as smoothly as it is right now. So in terms of like maybe drainage, there is a place we saw. It's like they scoop the snow maybe from the roads, from the sidewalks, then they go dump it somewhere. Like somehow in the outskirts of the city, but sio sana because Moscow is big. And then now from there, as it melts, it will just find its way through the drainage system and, be gone. For the snow, they clear even the pathways. We literally do not have pathways in Kenya.
Yeah, true.
Yeah? Like in the morning if we wake up early, we find these trucks by the side of the road, clearing the snow, men covered, wearing these clothes. Yeah. Like hawajaachiliwa ati we jitafutie sweta.
We ni mtu wa kanjo.
Hakuna, like they have their own uniform which is warm, they have gloves, they pour this salt for melting the ice. Like it's so organized. It was mind-blowing. Yeah.
Tonioh, did you see garbage? In Nairobi, you just move a kilometer. If you go a kilometer without seeing one garbage, two without seeing a citizen throwing garbage, because that's the other thing. How was that?
I felt like you couldn't walk like 100 meters without seeing the rubbish pits.
So the bins are everywhere.
Yeah. So the most triggering thing was no one was just throwing garbages around. When you're done with let's say you had a bottle of water on the bin, eating everything on the bin. Even when we went to McDonald's, all the restaurants that we went into. So after they serve you with the tray, you're done eating. Say, okay, when you're done eating, take the tray, go to the bin, put everything out, leave the bin, leave the tray, then you go. So as for that part, I believe that's up to us, not more so the government. It's more towards
the people.
Yes,
Yeah.
the people. We also need to stand out there. If you don't want trash, take care of your own trash.
Clean up after yourself.
Yeah.
But also, Mosiria, the former, environment CS had put, CEC was putting bins. I think in Nairobi now you can go for 2 kilometers without a bin.
I know.
So that's also,
I know.
that's a part of the government.
2 kilometers. So you're walking with your banana peel inside your bag.
Probably that's what they assume you should do.
It's all of us.
But yes, that is what you should do.
Yeah.
Until you find a bin.
Yeah.
Okay. So you didn't, maybe that question will not work for now. But let me go to the architecture for you. What was the most outstanding about the architecture? And what do you think Nairobi can take as lessons? Here we are sharing with the governor of Nairobi and other counties and the incoming governors in 2027.
Yes, about the architecture, I feel like it's divided into two. The modern and the traditional one. Let me call it traditional, or the historic one.
Historic.
So let me start with the ancient one. They have really kept their history in terms of the designs, from the chandeliers to the drawings, more so the paintings on the wall. The city is beautiful, yes, they have told you. And everywhere, like you can't go like maybe 500 meters without noticing something special about the city. So there are those old buildings which are designed like palaces. Some of them are tall. They have very cute finishing from outside. We managed to get into some. Interior, it's good. They have I love their lighting engineers, like the one who decide on the colors, interiors and everything. They're like, they are super perfect. And their sculptures.
Sculptures, yes.
Those ones.
The one in Kenya we keep bringing down, the Tomboya one. And
Now they have plenty of them.
Oh,
Like
Almost
literally every street you have, even on the metro.
what do they represent?
Some represent sports, some represent their military leaders from past, and their political leaders, scientists, and some just general, like a woman holding wheat, like for the agriculture. Yes,
Beautiful.
and now on to the modern ones. Yes, the Moscow skyscrapers. Oh, they are very beautiful, very tall. I respect the engineers. If those are the conditions they build these things on, yeah.
You mean it's not like our Kilimani?
How do you mean?
No. Yeah. So yes, mostly the new models. I realized they have, it's like a pattern in a way that they represent something. I saw a building that looks like a drum. The tall skyscrapers mostly are twin towers.
Twin towers.
Yes, and now the three twins. Triplets.
Triplets.
Towers.
Okay.
Yes. So mostly a bit like, even the apartments, they are twin. Most of them. And yes, they have good designs from outside. They are tall. There's a place where they are literally tall buildings. They look, or most of them are made of glass. The modern ones are made of glass. The ancient ones are mostly the light brownish, like brown
Brass.
something like that. Yes, stone.
A
Yes,
little bit of
marbles, and they are very rich in marbles too. The ancient
Okay.
buildings.
I'm trying to think if I can ask you to pinpoint an ancient building in Nairobi.
Archives.
library.
Now the
You've tried
Macmillan Library.
in Nairobi.
So the problem is we don't maintain them. I think that the maintenance issue is, kuna wenye hawataipata in the next few years.
Yeah, of course. We are in love with just demolishing and putting up new
Yeah,
things.
plus, us, we have one thing just to consider. We don't have seasons.
Yeah.
These guys have seasons. So if they are building a skyscraper, it has to go through spring, through winter, through autumn, through summer.
Yeah.
Without it crumbling down, without it,
Yeah.
So see,
What was the most outstanding history? Nothing very deep, but from the architecture that you experienced.
Outstanding.
Interesting also,
Maybe it's how they build their metros. I even asked Tonioh, like, they're putting chandeliers in train station.
and not
So the metro is a
chandeliers.
train station.
They are
just
big
normal
chandeliers, like crazy, like
super
so like
big.
where the train is or passes, hapo juu kuna chandelier, and then so zimefuatana hivyo. The train station yenyewe doesn't have like patches of where tiles hakuna. The two sculptures on the walls, hakuna ati yenye imeanguka sijui kamkono.
Imekatika. Oh, wow.
They are
Wow.
full, they're really nice.
And one thing, the designers of the architectures have utilized the space very well. Like literally, there is no msongamano of things. Like
You mean there is no Isli?
there is no easily, yes.
Yeah.
Like if it's a building, the entrance it's big,
Wide,
like
yeah.
it's like it can accommodate people, in case of even
Accident,
a
fire.
emergency, yes, so people can rush out safely. And the first of all, the first view of the buildings, I get is more welcoming, like for the malls, hotels, the skyscrapers. Like the first view, the ground floor, it's just maybe some good decorations that will make you now want to explore the whole
area. Okay.
The whole area, yes.
Very nice. You guys are mentioning about the metro a lot. How do you describe the metro? Not the experience, because the experience we had of the moving. Did I say the architecture compared to our SGR? You know, that's the best we have at the moment. You guys don't even want to talk about it. Why are you making faces?
Honestly,
Hey.
now tumetoka mbali. Si uongo.
Lakini kwenye tunafaa kufika,
I feel like
we have a long way to go.
During a certain time, kuna ka speed kalikuwa ya development, tungeendelea tu nayo. Okay, bado tungekuwa mbali compared to other cities, yeah. But sasa we would have been somewhere. Because, just to digress, Kenya has a lot of allies.
Yes.
You know?
Including like Russia.
Exactly. Like hatujafika ile place ati Kenya tunaweza sema, tuko solo guys. No, you know. But now the people in power are using that to their advantage. Huyo akienda ameenda hapo mfuko imenona. But sasa sisi bado tuko kwenye tulikuwa like 10 years ago when tulimpea kazi. So like you see, if you
I feel you. I understand your frustration of explaining.
Comparing the metro to the SGR, I feel like the SGR is imekuja kusaidia, na since I learned that actually a lot of people depend on these trains to actually commute.
Yes.
And it's affordable to compare na matatus and Kenyans. Tumelegeza.
And on that about metro, I guess on their metro defines Moscow's time, because now they have a lot of trains. Like literally, if you get into a metro station, there's a train leaving, and then on the time you can see another one is approaching 1 minute 20 seconds.
So 4 hours from now.
Yes, now it's going to the same route. Literally, like it's just they have a space of like 5 minutes, and they are a lot, and they connect the whole city. So it's easier for one to determine time, like to arrange on time plans on his schedule. So they really keep time, like
okay. Let me ask Tonioh on this, because I have some friends who are Russian, and their biggest frustration with Kenyan was that they feel Kenyans don't keep time. Was it the same for you when you went to Russia? Do they keep time, or was it a hearsay?
Time there. Oh, people keep time. In Kenya, okay, me personally.
You're not a timekeeper yourself.
Yeah, you know myself. I'm not that type of a timekeeper. But it's the way that we found ourselves into. But there, timekeeping is one of the most important things there. You can't just wake up, hello, I'll be there in 10 minutes. Then after 10 minutes,
you're not
give me another 5 minutes. No, it's
people have business.
Yeah. If it's business, if you say 10 minutes, 10 minutes. If it's not 10 minutes, maybe it's 25 minutes, and you're saying 10 minutes.
Forget about it.
And that's
do you think you will become a better timekeeper from?
Yes.
Maybe from this.
If they give us a metro. If you have a metro, because literally on their transport, I guess they have invested fully on transport from the traffic light, because I did not see a policeman doing stop. No, they follow traffic light. Like if it's red and you're in a hurry, you stop. If it's a zebra crossing, you respect that.
No police officer there.
Yeah, no police officer.
Have you guys been to the CBD of late?
No. Oh.
Town, our Nairobi.
Just
there are traffic lights.
Yes.
Stima ikipotea bado zitakuwa.
They are not there.
Yeah.
Wacha kuuliza. I think during maandamano kuna watu walingoa, and to date they have never.
Wow.
So I drove to CBD like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And there is no lights. So ni mwenye nguvu, everyone for themselves, God for us all.
You know, for them,
so Sakaja,
for them, like entrance of Sarit. Sorry, Sarit. si kuna kwa na zebra crossing hapo, traffic light
Nah.
Everywhere. You mean the roads are well
hadi
labeled?
kuna ya kufinya, if there is no one itakuwa green so the cars pass.
Yeah.
But if you want to cross unafinya, zinasimama, wewe unapita and then they continue.
Mimi yenye nilishtua ilikuwa ya church.
What about the church?
Orthodox church.
Yeah.
That's the biggest church, yes.
The New Jerusalem.
So we were there, we went inside. When we were coming outside, I was like, why are they stopping? We're just getting out of church. We're getting on the road. There is a traffic light.
And all of them are working.
Outside the church.
For getting out of the church.
And it works.
And it works.
Yeah.
Hey, Nairobi. Do you not think
police
things can
officer,
work?
No one is up on your case. No.
You do not even know the uniform the policemen in Russia wear.
No. I think
Maybe
that
the one
week
for
I just saw two police officers.
But not on the road.
It was a place because place kulikuwa na accident ama kulikuwa na nini?
Ni hao watu wa shoveling snow.
Yeah. Just didn't see any other police officers. And no one dared to cross on a red sign.
I guess what drives them it's discipline and patience.
There's a lot of discipline.
I feel like you can lack
Yes.
patience, but if you have the discipline, you'll stop
Yes,
where you need to stop. Yeah. So I feel like it's discipline. Yeah.
There's a lot of discipline there.
From your experience, what do you think it will take for Kenya to have properly marked roads? Because, lights comes after. You need to mark a road first.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's basic. Lights can come after, but mark the road, so how long do you think that can take? And if you're to sit down with, say, the governor of Nairobi, they actually, while you were away, they signed a pact with President Ruto. So it's a thing like the NMS, but it's not NMS that we had. So if you're to sit with them, from what you experienced about the metro and the roads and the functioning lights and all that, what message would you pass to them?
Before I pass a message.
Okay.
This is my first trip. This is my first trip outside Kenya. And these guys have gone to a lot of trips. Wanaonanga mengi.
Wameenda Singapore mara mingi.
Na nikawa na saa wingi wakikuja. Kenya wameona. Because someone will go and then they'll see a mall. A very exquisite, lavish mall.
Yeah.
Sitakuja tujenge hapa. Lakini tunafika aje hiyo mall. Hakuna barabara. Gari ndio hiyo. There's traffic just entering the mall. They have a lot of experience. They have a lot of visual memory from the places they have been, the places they have seen. Nini inawazuia kukuja kufanya Kenya wameona? Because I feel like as countries you can benchmark and you can literally unaweza copy and paste. You can copy and paste because they are literally copy and pasting malls here. You copy and paste a mall. The only difference is how you'll build it, what materials you'll use, blah blah blah. Evil. It's not happening.
So tell them what you want them to do.
Where I live. Niseme ama niseme?
Sema, hakuna mtu atakujudge.
No, I'm not.
Just say the road.
I'll not say the road. I'll just say I live in. No, my parents live in Tharaka Nithi County. So from that where I'm going to, but I'm not gonna
There's no bridge as yet pale nini.
Bro, wametujenge hivi barabara nika ya initanga alama ya dukuduku bro.
For road.
Yeah. And it has been built that way. Like it's a construction that has been happening for over 5 years. Explain.
I'm sorry. It's hard being Kenyan sometimes, but you learn to live with it.
I feel like as much as, so you were asking me to tell them, huh?
Yeah, if you were to sit with President Ruto and Sakaja, because you see now they're saying they're working together to make things work in Nairobi, especially on garbage, water, roads, infrastructure. There was one more thing. They signed 4 things. Mm-hmm. What would you tell them?
Just actualize on the pending plans, because there are pending things na wanaanzisha vitu mpya. Hizo vitu mpya bado zikuwe pending. You know? Finish one project first, ama 2 ama 3 because you have the capacity, maiji. Si mko na hiyo pesa. Sisi wenyewe hatuna kazi, si mtuweke hapo tufanye hiyo kazi. Finish one project at a time, maliza. Kuja kata na scissors. Si imeisha. On to the next. Because when you start saying garbage, your garbage itabebwa na hiyo maji ya nini? Drainage. Umesaidia nini?
But that's why you said they do a project at a time.
Yeah, they do a project at a time. Like how can I say,
just like that,
the important one ianze ile hivyo.
Okay. Tonioh, you were saying something, but before maybe you've lost your train of thought. If you're to sit with the Governor Sakaja and the president, because he actually explained that Nairobi is critical, and if we want to go to Singapore, maybe we should change our route to Moscow. There are things we must do.
Wait, may I ask, why are we going to Singapore?
Because we want to make Kenya a Singapore. Oh, you're not aware?
No, I'm asking like, why are we?
Because Singapore is moved from a third world to a first world country. So that's the benchmark. So that's why I'm switching and saying maybe we can try Moscow because you have experience. What would you tell them?
Come from being from Kenya to Singapore at once. And then the people who are saying that, I'm not talking about Sakaja and Ruto. I'm just talking generally. Yeah. You can't just wake up one day and the same thing that she has said. I'm doing this, and this, all at once. Doesn't make sense. Yeah. So it's like you have 5 years into the office. Okay. So first year, you decide to take on like maybe 2 projects. Go on to maybe drainage and transport. Finish with that. Second year, take another branch, another project. Just like that. We can't wake up one day and there's this. No. We can't do that. Because she has said the metro,
Metro was perfect for you.
It was built in 1 year. That means that in that 1 year they decided we're doing this. And when you see that metro, you can't believe that it was built in the 1950s.
In 1 year,
in
underground.
1 year. Yes.
In 1952, Kenya was going through a state of emergency.
But it just took them 1 year to build something underground, something that passes beneath a river.
And has never collapsed.
Yes. There was just one incident, though. Just one. And that's a building that's a structure from 1950s. Can imagine. So don't wake up one day and tell us that, we're going to do this, we're going to do this.
Bado tunangoja chapo manzi.
1 million.
Bado tunangoja chapo.
So, one project at a time. You know, we Kenyans, speaking from myself, yes, we are very skeptical about the people in power. But if you do something, we notice. That's one thing I know about Kenyans. Everyone notices. So after doing that, so the next thing that I'm going to do is this. And then you do it. People don't forget. They remember. Yeah. And that's why the next elections, you'll find yourself
making a different choice. Yeah.
And making a difference. And that's how you will influence other people in the office to do the same. Yeah. So
great.
One thing at a time. Don't bite more than you can chew.
I love that.
Yeah.
But these guys are all Gen Zs. I'm the only millennial here. And it's amazing to hear them express of the Kenya they would envision. Because you see, people learn from when you go and experience, obviously it's different.
Yeah.
Now that we're talking about leadership, did you guys meet President Putin?
No, we didn't.
You wish?
You wish. That guy is doing a lot
He's
for his
doing
country. He's doing a lot. Though there are some things happening out there. But when it comes to his country, he really thinks about his country.
I have a question for you on the same. For people who come to Kenya, you don't even need to come to Kenya. For anyone who goes online, they can tell what is happening in Kenya politically. When you speak to of course you met Russians. How do they speak of President Putin, and did they explain how they feel about him and why?
People in Russia truly love their president. They have not given their president nicknames.
Oh.
Yes, so
wow, you didn't find any name?
Yes, we tried to ask, do you have
Kasongo?
And they say like our president is just Putin Vladimir, and that's all. Meaning they have respect for him, meaning they truly love him.
Did they tell you why they love him?
Because they feel like their economy is just flowing, their lives are okay, like they don't have much to question, apart from maybe those who feel like they are more strict, and yes, but most of them feel like they are okay because everything is working perfectly. It just depends on your effort.
Okay. From the way Kenyans speak politically, from here, we who are in Nairobi, we talk of, or even any other part of Kenya, we talk of Russia as a dictatorship country. Did you feel like you're in a country where there is dictatorship?
Now, it depends there are two types of dictators. There are dictators who are literally dictating bad, and there are dictators who are termed as just dictators because they are strict. I feel for them, it's more on the strictness because Russia, it's a old country, we can say, and it has undergone different stages from the early war with France, the USSR, and
revolutions.
Yes, and now the Russia from the Cold War, and now the Russia where it's facing their challenges. And during all those stages, they have survived. They have stood and they have fought. And literally, it does not require a very easy person to do that, like to govern. And it's very huge, like from one part of the country to the other part of the country, it's almost 10 time zones. So it's huge. So it requires a person who is authoritative for it to run.
Okay.
And it actually runs. And
runs well.
Yeah.
The other thing, Tonioh, you said that time is very critical for Russians. Do you think it has played a part in how they do their things, like you're saying about development? Because in Kenya, probably because we are slow or we don't value time, then a project that could have taken a year, we don't value time. 5 years, why not? Would it be a reflection? Maybe.
Maybe, but okay. I feel like okay. Sovereignty is the role of the people, by the people, for the people.
Yes.
But on the ground here in Kenya, it's when you get into power, you first look at yourself. You make sure that even if you get out of power within the next 2 months, you have something. That's what I feel like our leadership is up to. It's not about you for the people. It's about you. Not you for the people. It's about you for yourself. That's what I feel. It's not mostly about time, but that's also a factor. But I feel like when you get yourself into power, all the promises that you made, you first put them aside and first take it yourself.
Enrich.
Yes. Make sure that you get something. Even if anything will go wrong, you'll have something for yourself. But how it's supposed to be, it's when you get into power, first look at the people, because they are the ones who put you there.
Yeah.
And if you want to, maybe it's your first time being in the office. If you want to get yourself back into the office the next elections, you must prove to the people that whichever promises that you made, you will hold to them. And in the next elections, if you make any other promises, the people will believe you that you also do the same as you did the past elections.
Okay. Got that. While you are away,
Before you go.
yes.
Now, on how I've also gotten your question in maybe another perspective about timing. There are seasons different. The 4 seasons that
Yes.
they have, I guess it helps them also to plan accordingly, because working on those severe conditions requires kujituma. Like,
Hauna time ya
yes,
kulegeza ati ngoja ati juu usipofanya kitu ya winter this winter you'll have to wait
the other. And now currently when we were there, it was winter, kulikuwa na baridi, and literally people were building skyscrapers bado. Like work was going on, roads were not being blocked, because when you wake up in the morning you find it's snowy everywhere, but people wake up very early in the morning, they clean up the roads and people can go on with their. So I guess time is of essence for them. It's like on how they plan, how they do, because for winter, I guess I did not see most green apart from the trees which are zinajikaza too. So they plan for their winter meals and everything. I don't know about the agriculture part, but yes, hatukukosa chakula, but people want a greenhouse or a farm.
But you're in Moscow.
I was in Moscow, yes. But we went outside Moscow to the park, yes. But I observed.
Okay.
Nice. You know, by the way, if you didn't know, Russia is the biggest country land-wise. Meaning, of course, even population is higher. So that's very interesting. And it's interesting that these Gen Zs think our problem might be because we do not have winter, summer. No, we have summer throughout, technically. Maybe.
We also have our seasons. We have cold,
it's just cold and hot. But that, I mean, if guys are building skyscrapers in winter and they're not blocking roads, you know, here, roads are blocked for anyway, weird reasons. I have another question. You guys are content creators, obviously. And just when you were away, yesterday and the day before, Parliament was discussing about banning TikTok in Kenya or controlling TikTok. What are your views? How are you feeling about it?
You didn't know about that?
Well, but it was mentioned kitambo.
Not the kitambo. This is in Parliament. It was discussed in Parliament sitting.
But it's not news. Like it's not.
Now it's news because it is new news in the sense that the argument was, as we approach 2027, we need to control. Because Gavanu wa Mushamba said she has been cyberbullied by people, you know, who use TikTok a lot.
Sasa mnasema kwamba ukweli ni cyberbullying.
So what do you feel?
I feel like whatever they feel like they want to prevent, it will happen. Whatever you feel like the content creators, the problem is not the content creation. The problem is the platforms. Yes? Mm-hmm. It's giving like a wider perspective on communication. Like I can literally just go live and 500 people will be there and I can talk whatever I want to say.
Yes.
To some extent, the social media platforms has given people freedom. But sa kuna wenye wanatumia vibaya. Unaelewa? Because inaweza kuwa kweli Wamushamba is being cyberbullied na ni ile mbaya, you know? But those people in power can control your cyberbullying. You know, why do you... I just feel like they can, because they can call shots.
So that's why they're calling shots through Parliament.
But they're calling shots by dismissing something that also helps them. Kwa sababu si masaa ya campaign, si watatukujia sisi bado. And then sasa after the campaign wanataka sasa hiyo social platform imewasaidia, they do away with it. How do you even do that?
Selfish, right?
That is very selfish. So all I can say is these people, they are actually doing what you're saying, but the people, for the people, the people sio sisi, ni the people wenye wako na some sort of similar power to them. So like an example is me and you. I am in power, yeah? But you have the power to like gather up people, give them some sort of intel, whether good or bad, push demographic statistics my way. Mbona nishughulikie huyu wa chini na niko na wewe kwa mfuko. You get? So that is literally what is happening. Vision 2030 is in 3 years. I had Vision 2030 when I was in high school. It's not a vision, but it was dubbed that way. Yeah. Right now, it's the near future.
It's actually still there because even what Ruto says he's pushing is tied to Vision 2030.
So, unaona Vision 2030 in relation to the time when we see, this is not actually about Russians. I feel like just Americans, Europeans, they really take time into perspective. But now, whoever started with the Vision 2030, alijua 2030 atakuwa president.
Of course.
So, mbona ashughulikie kitu hatakuwa na nini?
But alisha pass.
What I'm saying is, alijua kuna time hatakuwa.
Yeah.
Why should I even work for that?
But Kibaki worked for it. He put the foundation.
The groundwork.
Huyo akaeka foundation, sindio? Next.
Hapo ndio Tonioh anaweza ingilia tuambie.
Me hadi sitaki kuongea kuhusu hiyo. Me just want to say here's the thing. No. Nitakuwa straightforward. Because hivi. The first thing umeko hapo as a leader. You're supposed kufanya kazi yenye imekuleta hapo. Ndio. Kama ni barabara, jenga barabara. Hospitals, build them hospitals. Schools, just whatever, do that. In the constitution, kuna freedom of speech. And, tuseme, umeingia kwa power. Not everybody in that county voted for you.
Of course.
So, me as a content creator, if I feel like, hapa hujanibamba, I'll speak my mind out. Freedom of speech. I can talk if I want to. That's freedom of speech. If someone else feels like you're doing okay, they're supposed to talk. They can talk if they want to. So, leave me alone. Let me say whatever I want to say. You're in power already. Do what you're supposed to do when you're in power. Yeah, leave the content creators alone. No one is making someone, don't vote for him. No one is saying like that. No.
It's your choice.
Whatever that I'm saying is, but there guys, I don't feel okay about this. I feel like this and this and this. I don't say like, guys, you shouldn't feel okay about this. No. My statement is, I don't feel okay about this. It's up to you to believe me or don't believe me. So, you're the leaders. Please, do your job. Let people have their freedom of speech, freedom of communication. Just do your job.
Do your job.
Yeah.
I was going to use a word there. I remembered we were recording. You're a videographer. And of course, you shoot a lot in the country. How different would you say the experience is? And even in terms of TikTok usage from your experience, the few days you spent in Russia?
About regulations of using most of the camera equipment. I can just say it's close to the same because here some places are allowed, although I felt it's kind of different more so for the interior parts of the buildings. They allow, and for us sometimes we don't allow. I used cameras in close to all the malls that I went. The places that they were restricting, it's religious areas, the government buildings, their offices, but there are some like the Kremlin, and yes, some of them they allow. But I feel like yes, they have more freedom. Although I did not see a lot of people using cameras in But I feel like we should also allow us videographers and content creators to show our space, like show what we have, because yes, that's the only thing that we have. Second question was,
How different are they using TikTok compared to Kenyan TikTokers?
Tonioh can help me on that.
Okay.
Oh,
I mean, I'm sure you met some TikTokers there.
yeah, we did.
In terms of content, how they are creating and how our creatives are, how do you feel?
Feel like Russia is a very secluded nation because they don't have most of the platforms that we have. They don't have TikTok, WhatsApp,
Any Meta.
Instagram.
Or anything Meta?
Yeah.
For obvious reasons.
Yeah, but they do have.
But they have
VPN.
now replicas,
yeah.
their own apps. Si ati wamefungiwa sana. But if you don't have TikTok, they have Likey. If you don't have WhatsApp, they have that app called Max something. If you don't have Uber, they have Yandex. So yeah, they have their own.
Very nice. Akhtar has put a question in me. What do you think about us Kenya today if Meta decided we're switching off our presence in Kenya?
Why Facebook?
Facebook pia iko na Meta.
Because Meta, it's
yeah,
Facebook. It's the same.
Yeah, because I feel like in Kenya, a lot of users, including our parents, kwa sababu hizi zingine you just count Gen Z and millennials kidogo. But sasa Facebook iko na hadi baby boomers, you know, they will have done damage.
We do.
Like, what if the same was done about TikTok and Twitter and Instagram in terms of our creativity, as of course now not TikTokers, but in terms of maybe coders, I think the guys who create these platforms. What's the challenge that you feel from what you see? You're saying Russia doesn't have them, but they have
replicas. Yeah. Before we get other apps to use, there will be some sort of shifting that will have to be done, because one, some people will lose their source of employment or source of living, and now we'll start like, it will just be hard, because let's just say typical, like for the coders, they code for the apps, for websites to use on those apps. The, how do you call this page that you see once you get into the app?
Explore page.
The homepage.
The homepage. Hiyo basically hiyo mtu amelipwa, hiyo ndio inamsaidia kukula rent, you know. Sasa ikienda hivyo tasurvive aje? You know, at this point in time, we've come to realize that kazi ya mkono, yes, itakupea pesa, but kuna ingine mahali tu itakupea even
ni ya mkono bado ni vile unatumia.
But sasa you just have to think smart, not just hard uchoke. Think smart, pata pesa yako, navigate how you use it, and hivyo.
And currently, our Kenyan business sector is mostly dependent on the online presence, because most of the people are doing business online. So probably we might go down economic-wise.
Okay, very dangerous. So our ICT minister should be working on such things, right?
Yep.
Okay. While you were away, we had a Russian guy who harassed Kenyan. I won't even say harassed because maybe it was, but it is harassment, because the recording without someone knowing is harassment. And when you were there, everyone, I was seeing comments on your videos like, get us the Russian guy. Did you get him, or did you just decide to, were you safe not to find him? Was he lucky that you didn't find him? Anyone can go on this one.
So I feel like, unajua kitu moja ni amevuruga in other countries too.
Yeah.
You know, so you're like, kama huko kwingine ilishindikana. How do you, because as much as Putin is hands on, I highly doubt amefikiwa na hiyo ujumbe. But kama amefikiwa, ana prioritize, you know. So he's like delegating it to his other officers and stuff. Because sasa hiyo ni kuharibu. One, he's tarnishing his own country's name. Two, he's putting other countries in uko pia, because as much as there is always like two sides of the story, because kuna side ya the ladies,
Yeah.
and unfortunately kwa ule mwenye pia lose her life, but basically what he's doing is just wrong. Hatukumpata guys, poleni, but
As a country we were depending on you.
Ilikuwa ngumu, ungemkimbiza hivi tunge slide kwa snow mazetu tukuje bila meno, but tutajaribu, acha tujaribu saa tukiwa country.
Okay, next time. Of you trying. Okay. Now, a very interesting question. You know, when a country is at war, usually you can tell. So when you're in Moscow, did you feel like you're in a country that is at war? Does it feel? Do you feel insecure? You know, in Nairobi, if there's ile tu zile za goons, everyone. So is it the same?
I don't think so.
No.
We were, as we said earlier, everyone was all about his business. Their business. If you're going to the mall, go to the mall. Do your, if it's shopping, if you're eating. For that, come back. Everything was just like that. Each and every person at Moscow. We don't know about the other.
Plus in Moscow, I think there's the security that one, it's a big city.
Yeah.
So by the time they're penetrating all those other cities to Moscow, you know, they'll have the red alerts and, you know.
So you don't feel anything, generally?
So from Moscow now.
Business as usual.
Yeah.
Also, you know, sometimes last year, but one, we got fertilizer donations as a country. Yeah, we were, I mean, Russia donated fertilizer to Kenya and wheat, I think, after that. You didn't get to see any of the farming because they are huge on farming, anything close to.
No.
The only place that we saw about farming, it was it's a historical place of wheat. The one that I told you about, a statue holding wheat. And it clearly showed that they have very, very, very strong agricultural process, maybe.
Okay.
But because if they have a whole park for just history of...
Wait a minute. A park that tells about the history of agriculture.
Yes.
You know, Kenya, they say agriculture is the backbone of Kenya's economy. Have you seen any park anywhere? No, I'm just asking.
No, that's where the tricky thing is. So in Russia, they have all these like man-made parks, yeah? Because they don't have a lot of natural... Kama sisi, unaona venye kwa Nairobi tuko na national park. Do you know accessing facilities in that park is free?
All?
Yes. Unless some like this
activities,
fun
maybe.
Rides like
but getting in is free.
Kuingia ni free.
The skating.
Karura.
For you as you're not even Russian.
Yes.
Exactly.
Karura. Nabii tuongezea bei ya Karura jameni.
Hadi kukimbia bana.
Ziko mingi hizo parks. Like
Tanzania.
Hey guys. When does our Karura become free?
We have a long way to go.
Why?
Yani mnatulipisha kuona mti.
Imagine just taking a walk.
You pay for it.
Yeah.
Aquarium.
To touch grass.
Hey.
Most
of the things are free. Most things.
Imagine.
Did you see bears?
Unfortunately, no.
No way.
The urban areas.
We didn't manage to go to the zoo.
Oh no, man. And they're not penguins, right?
Wow. You just thought about penguins.
Yeah, because of the snow. I mean, as in, okay. From the sightseeing activities you did, what was the most interesting for you?
Kamnyama, yours.
There was the snow skating, and the decorations for me were very good. Like they did themselves, also for the Christmas. Okay.
By the way, the Christmas deco is still on.
Till March.
The winter decoration.
Winter.
Now
but the Christmas trees.
Yeah.
Yes, they're everywhere. And the 2026 logo, it's everywhere.
Okay.
So they really show they are yet getting efforts for 2026.
They're still saying Happy New Year.
Yeah, they're still saying Happy New Year, yes.
Okay. Tonioh?
Me will just go for the metro.
Metro.
Mimi siamini nalipa 100 na naweza kaa huko ndani.
A whole day.
Niende holiday na nimetoka hapa, nimeenda Utawala, nimeenda sijui Kiserian.
No, it's like ni hivyo tu like sasa from Nairobi uchukue gari ingine maybe Kahawa West ama Kasarani ya Thika. Haya from Thika hiyo ni so yote.
Uchukue ingine ufikie urudi Nairobi tena.
Do you know who's our Minister for Transport?
I don't know.
Who?
I don't know.
Tuambie tu tujue. Ni vizuri kujua hii mambo.
Hiyo nitawachia mtafute. Unajua why I'm asking is because you have put in a lot of information of infrastructure, and I mean sometimes it takes Gen Zs to tell a boomer what needs to be fixed. In my opinion. Probably he will listen.
Almost fascinating. For me it was the snow, just from the first nini, and how much they just go all out in the urban planning, because you can just literally like pathway gari unaweza endesha gari hapo, like pathway sisi tu kutembea unaweza endesha gari hapo, but that's purposely for just you to walk, you know. Hawafinyili as much as yes it's a big country, but why do we have triangular houses in CBD? I feel like I didn't really think that urban planning is that important, but apparently it is.
It is important. Now that you're big on urban planning, okay, these are a ministry, I don't know which. Anyway, the transport minister is one Davis Chill. I hope he has listened to you, because that's a lot.
Yes.
And it's sad. But it is what it is. And as Kenyans, if we really want to get to the acclaimed Singapore, there's a lot that has to happen. So you're back in the country officially?
Yeah, we're back, people.
About to watch another episode of Where Next?
We'll see. We'll surprise you.
It's a surprise.
Yeah.
Okay, obviously, I mean, you guys can't come from Russia and not bring me anything. We're closing the show, but I want to show you people. If you didn't bring me anything.
Then the suitcases. We haven't even unpacked.
That's how Kenyans, when they come back, behave. And that's it. Imagine that's how I've been wrapped. But thank you, guys. It's been amazing speaking to you and just learning what your experience was. Thank you for sharing with us. Thank you for entertaining us with the TikTok content. It's always amazing to see you. When you're proposing, let us know. Sorry, this does not include you, but thank you. You're always doing a good job on filming them.
You didn't see?
You guys are married.
You don't know?
Yeah.
Go.
Did you?
Scroll
You didn't?
You guys are married.
Yeah. What? Yangu ilipotea kwa snow. My ring.
It's not content you're creating. Unajua content creators mnatumalizanga sana huku online.
Sarah, thank you so much for having us.
Oh. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching this episode. We will catch you on the next one when I don't know where they will be visiting, but when they do that other side, we will be here. Yeah. Thank you for watching. See you.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye.